Why do you need to get divorced? Well, a couple of reasons. First one is to formally end the relationship with your ex. They will no longer be your next of kin. You also need to get divorced if you want to get remarried again. You need to get divorced so that your estate, when you pass away, is protected from them with a divorce, a property settlement, and you would have heard me talk about this previously, a deed under the Succession Act. Well, that's what it's called in New South Wales. It could be a different name in different states, but it's the deed. It's registered with the court, at the Supreme Court in New South Wales, that says we've separated our finances. If we die, no one's going to legally be able to make a claim against our estate. And that can happen, at times, but we'll get to that. The other thing is, in some cases, you can be liable for your ex's bills. So that's a really big reason, and it can affect your credit rating and all sorts of stuff. So it's really important to cut those not only marriage ties but financial ties and have them documented so that you are, protecting yourself and what you're earning now from, being impacted by your ex. Now, we do see many cases where people don't get divorced. They pass away and all of a sudden, they've been separated for many years, but they pass away. And then all of a sudden, their next of kin and the person that the Succession Act says is, entitled to a share of their estate is their ex. They might have done a new will saying, I'm separated from Kelly. I don't want Kelly to benefit from my will, from my death. I don't want her to have any of my estate, and I want to give it all to my children and grandchildren. The Succession Act says that Kelly can still come and make a claim on your estate. We're not divorced. I am your spouse. I am what is called a eligible person under the Succession Act. And I'm entitled to make that claim on your estate. That's food for thought, isn't it? So it's really important to make sure that, you get divorced, you get all the paperwork done, and if you want to make sure that and ensure that you're something happens to you, all of the things that you plan in your mind to happen with your assets, whether it's your home, your super, your life insurance, whatever it is you own, and you want to reflect that in a will, you need to make sure all of those other boxes are ticked as well so that the will can stand up.